Good morning everybody. So it's November the 22nd and we're going to head off down to Dealy Plaza in Dallas in a bit. But I'm here with another friend, Steve, who I know, who lives in Fort Worth.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Known him for years, and I'm back at his place again. So he's got a hot tub there, look, swimming pool here, nice field at the back, and so we'll keep you posted and we'll let you know what's happening when we get to Dealy Plaza. Okay, we're right in the centre of Dallas right now, and we're just going to get these tickets for a buffet where we meet Beverly, Oliver and other important people who were witnesses at the death of John F. Kennedy. Once we've got that, we're going to have a walk in the centre and we'll show you around where he got shot, if we can get there. It's closed off actually. I don't know if we can get there, but we should be able to get somewhere near and give you some explanation. Okay, so we managed to get in and we booked our tickets for tomorrow, so we're all paid up and we'll be here tomorrow. And what time is it tomorrow, please?
It's at 12:30.
Okay.
And it'll end probably around 4.
So all these people in here are JFK buffs who don't believe in the official version, and so this is cool. So I'm going to have a walk around there and see what there is. Beverly Oliver might be here. She was here 15 minutes ago. It'd be nice to meet up with her if she's here, but I'll wait for Steve, my buddy, and then we'll go and have a look around, see if Beverly Oliver. She witnessed JFK getting shot. She was just within feet of him, and she's agreed to see me and speak with me today. I've been speaking with her for about 2 years on Facebook, and wonderful lady. Thank you, Beverly, so much indeed. Thank you. You wonderful lady. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well,
I thought that was her with the blonde hair.
anything to say?
Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Meeting somebody who was so close to that murder. And, oh yeah, I'm going to ask Beverly if she'll sign me her book if I bring it tomorrow. There's another street over that direction that runs parallel with this. He came down that street, then he made a right, and he turned towards the school book depository, which is right here on this corner. And I'll turn this off and I'll show you the school book depository and the window. Alright, so I've just shown you the school book depository. So Kennedy's car came this way towards the school book depository there, and can you see that window there? I'll zoom in on it, and that's where Oswald is supposed to have been. That window there, okay? But it wasn't Oswald. There was somebody else in there. From the research I've done, it was not Oswald. So then the car turned here, but what I can't understand is that why didn't they shoot him when they were coming down here, exactly opposite the window? Why wait for him to go round this corner and his back be to him and then shoot him? So, and there's the grassy knoll there, which we're going to go down, and I'll show you where James Zapruder was standing, the guy who took the famous film. Okay.
You're walking on the street right now.
Yeah. And you can see there's lots of people here because obviously it's the 50th anniversary of the death of JFK. And last time I was here, and I've been here before, this is my second visit, there was an X in the middle of the road which showed the exact spot where Kennedy was shot. Now James Zapruder was standing on, can you see this guy in the yellow thing there, look, let me just zoom in. That guy in the yellow rain mac, just behind him there's a big concrete stand, and that's where Zapruder, who took the famous film of Kennedy being shot, I believe it was there, maybe I'm wrong, he was standing there. So let's go down here and show you the exact spot where JFK was shot.
You're behind the tree or around the fence, yes, you have a line of sight.
So we can walk down here, and last time I came down here there was an X in the middle of the road, and I don't know if it's still there. So no, it appears to have disappeared. So it was somewhere around here, maybe a bit further down, and he was supposed to have been shot. Let me just zoom out a minute there. See that picket fence there behind the tree? The shooter was supposed to have been there that did the headshot. So anyway, I've lost Steve. I'm going to find him before it's too late. Steve, I'm here. Okay, so here's there's a memorial here which I want you to see.
Straight out here. That's it.
Okay, and there it is. So now you can read it. Dealy Plaza has been designated a National Historic Landmark. This site possesses national significance in commemorating the history of the United States of America, 1993. Okay, so and you see the pictures of JFK. And here's a picture, must have been the day after he was shot. Dealy Plaza was designated a National Historic Landmark District in 1993. In recognition, the neighbouring plaque was installed aligned with the location of the fatal shot in the middle of Elm Street, directly beyond the plaque. And standing atop the white pedestal, Abraham Zapruder filmed the assassination with his own movie camera. Throughout the weekend, flowers and letters were brought to Dealy Plaza as expressions of grief, sympathy and loss. So there, what I did say, that's where James Zapruder was standing, there, where that lady is standing. So he was standing on top of that and filming it all. And exactly opposite this way, let me move out, is where JFK was shot. So somewhere down there he was shot.
Huh? Here, buy you.
Say $5.
Here, give you one.
So let's go up here and have a look at the picket fence. And last time I was here, it was just here where I met Robert Groden, who was the first man to bring it to the attention that the Warren Commission was not quite right. So just going to go here. You can see there's plenty of people here. Right.
That's a nightmare, exactly. But we as citizens...
So here's the picket fence, and supposedly there was somebody behind it. I'm going to go behind here, and there's a security man, he won't let me in. But somewhere at the bottom of this fence is my name from last time I was here. I wrote my name at the bottom of this fence. It looks like I'm not going to be able to show you that. And then you'll notice then that there's the underpass where the car sped off and went to Parkland Hospital, and obviously he died. So right, now you can see from this angle that picket fence, and down in that bottom left hand corner I wrote my name last time I was here. I don't know if it's still there. I can see writing, but you can't get in because there's a security man on the entrance. But anyway, so my name's down there. Right, Steve's here. We're going to have a walk around. We're going to go somewhere we've not been before. We'll have a walk around here and have a look. Alright, so Robert Groden's here now. I just want to get a picture of him. This man there in the middle with the blue shirt. That's Mr. Groden, who I speak to on Facebook sometimes. Yeah. This is Robert Groden. Yeah. Yeah, I've got his book. Yeah. And his video. Alright, I'm standing on the same spot that James Zapruder, who took the film of Kennedy when he got shot, is standing on. Look, there it is, big concrete block. There's film people here, and so I'm actually on here where the film was taken. 50 years to the day, 22nd of November 2013. Incredible. This is a big bonus for me because I'm really into this case and I'm into solving it, but I don't think there's any chance of that in my lifetime. Although there's so much evidence and proof, you just can't believe it. And the government's still keeping secret about things. Anyway, so I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to tell you. But if you're into this, you should look. You should go on YouTube and you should look at a series called The Men Who Killed Kennedy. And if that don't convince you, nothing will. And there's also another one called Evidence of Revision. Go into YouTube, put those titles in, and you'll see stuff that will make you know that Oswald didn't do it. So look, the place is just loaded with cameras and camera lights, and it's a special event. Look, cameras everywhere. And there's a dedication here to Kennedy, which I didn't know about. Steve just told me about this. We in this country, in this generation, are by destiny rather than choice the watchmen of the walls of world freedom. We ask therefore that we may be worthy of our power and responsibilities, that we may exercise our strength with wisdom and restraint, and that we may achieve in our time and for all time the ancient vision of peace on earth and goodwill toward men. That must always be our goal, and the righteousness of our cause must always underlie our strength. For as was written long ago, except the Lord kept the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Except from the speech that President Kennedy was to deliver at the Dallas Trade Mart on November the 22nd, 1963.
Point in time, they were the same.
So what I want to show you is these three tunnels here. Look, can you see this sign this big? Let me zoom in. Right, there's a big sign there, look, and let me zoom in. You see that big sign? You see just underneath it there's like a tunnel, and then there in the middle of the screen is another tunnel, and then there is another tunnel. And what I want to explain to you is this, that Kennedy came from this angle and he came down there towards the school, and he took a very sharp bend to come round there. But just there is another road, and when Kennedy came down that road they could have sent him straight down there and through that tunnel, but no, they brought him around that very sharp bend where the car had to slow down, and there was a reason for that, and that reason was so he could get to within target range and be slow enough to hit him. And that was the reason that they brought him that way. Whoever organised that motorcade route should have been questioned by the Warren Commission, and I don't know who it was, but I'm going to find out who organised it. Now also there in the middle there was a guy, an FBI agent by the name of James Tate, and he got nicked on the cheek with a bullet shrapnel. So it's quite possible that somebody was shooting down there, because if it hit the road or hit the car and ricocheted off, it quite possibly could have hit that guy in the cheek, because I don't think anybody shooting from behind the picket fence could have nicked him, because they would be shooting uphill in this direction away from where James Tate was. So that's quite an interesting topic that I might want to look into. Yeah, I am. So this is a police officer at the time of Kennedy's death, talking about his experience of that day and around that time.
Bobby Kennedy was Attorney General. At that time he had about 8 or 9 mafia members some of the big boys indicted, and 2 trials were going on at the time it was killed.
Carlos Traficante was one, was he?
Right, right. There were several names that I can't remember.
Marcelo was that he had
Carlos Marcelo.
deported him to Guatemala.
Santos traffic.
Anyway,
You're right, sorry.
Ruby was my dad, I believe. Ruby was his handler. Rudy told him they made arrangements.
Okay.
So I just found out who this is. He was one of the policemen that arrested
have no
Oswald in the.
Opinion as to whether somebody will right out the back door.
So that's interesting.
See,
He's
the
explaining that
police were in there
now.
about you.
Yeah, that's perfect. So this is the entrance to the school book depository, and I'm just going to again show you that window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th window up, and that's it. The 5th window up. That's where Oswald's supposed to have been, and there's the entrance. So we're going to go now. I've interviewed a guy who was a cop at the arrest of Oswald in the pictures in the movie theatre, and that was quite an experience. And his old man now, but 50 years ago, right behind the officer that grabbed Oswald's gun. So we're heading back now. Steve's took a load of pictures of me, which I'll put on Facebook. What an experience. It's absolutely bitterly cold today. What's the temperature, Steve?
About 36, 35.
35, 36. That's not Celsius.
With
That's
the wind about 15,
Yeah.
20 miles an hour, so it's freezing.
Yeah, it really is. There's a good wind on. It's really biting into my face there, so it's quite cold. But so we're going to head back to the car now and then back to Fort Worth. So that was my day. There's lots more I could tell you, but like I said, look it up yourself and you'll be convinced that it was not Oswald. And tomorrow we'll meet Beverly Oliver again, and all the other famous people that was down there. That's all making a good living from it now.
I'll give you a little more.
Right, okay, so here we are. There's the school book depository. We're taking the actual route now that Kennedy took. Now you can see the school book depository is there, and we're going past it. Right, James Zapruder was over there, and this is the exact route, and we are now right at the point now where Kennedy got shot. And then the car sped off under the triple underpass, and at that underpass there, that's where James Tate got nicked with. And I don't know which direction is the Portland Hospital. So,
They went off.
all right, so we're going, and they went up there. So
Right.
they went that way to Portland Hospital. So that's quite a unique experience for me today. 50 years to the day, and we'll be back in Fort Worth in a bit, where I'm going to meet up with Metromess Digger, one of my subscribers. So, and he lives. Right, not far from where we're going now. He lives in North Fort Worth. We're there up on the sign lot, which is where Alec lives, where I'm going to now. So he's right within a few blocks of us. So we'll meet up with Metromess Digger, and we'll get that on YouTube too. Right, this is a big amusement park. Look, it's called the Six Flags.
Six Flags Over Texas.
It's massive. Look at it. Just look at the size of that. It's just, we're still going, look. Is that all one, or is it different?
No, it's all Six Flags.
No, there's a wooden one there, look.
Yeah.
But it's not part of this one,
Yeah, this is all part of the
No,
park.
part of the park,
Yes,
but it's
yes.
not all the same ride.
No,
That's
it's
what I mean.
different. Yeah, different ride.
Right, okay. Wouldn't mind going on that.
Yeah.
The old wooden one, they reckon the wooden one's the best.
And then you'll see once we get, and this is the water park. Awesome.
Yeah, I can see that water park there, look. There we go.
And if you look to